Hey guys, it's Simmy, and this is Pro Wrestling Unlimited. So one question we get asked about a lot is contracts. How long is this guy locked into this company? How long is this girl locked into this company? And when is this guy going to be able to leave and possibly go elsewhere? And so we thought it's that time again of the year to bring you an updated list of all the known contracts in the major companies in professional wrestling. WWE, AEW, New Japan, ROH, and Impact. So let's jump in and talk about all the contracts we do know currently with WWE. First off, we know that Mojo Rawley signed a new contract with WWE in the summer of 2019. We don't know exactly how long the contract is for, but it was said to be a multi-year deal. Also, Roman Reigns signed a new deal with WWE reportedly back in July of 2019. As same with Mojo Rawley, we do not know exactly how long the deal is for. Drew Gulak, as we all know, just recently signed a new contract with WWE about a month ago in May of 2020. Like the other two, we don't know exactly the length of the deal, whether it's a 3 or a 5-year deal for Drew Gulak. Pat McAfee signed a multi-year deal with WWE to create content and be an analyst, and that contract reportedly runs through the end of 2020. Rey Mysterio, his contract runs till October of 2020. Now, Rey Mysterio had an 18-month out clause in the contract, but we do believe that the time frame of that 18-month out clause has passed. Moving into 2021, we got Jerry the King Lawler. We know that his contract does expire on January 10th, 2021. The Big Show, his new deal that he just recently signed a year or two ago, is up in the spring of 2021. Jeff Hardy has his contract running till at least March of 2021. Now remember, his contract was supposed to be up this past March when his brother's contract was up, but they added basically a year to his deal for missing all that time when he went down with PCL injury. Ronda Rousey's contract does expire on April 10th, 2021. As of right now, basically nobody knows what plans are with Ronda Rousey over the next year and whether she wants to remain with WWE once her contract expires or not. Daniel Bryan's contract does expire in September of 2021. If you don't remember, he did sign a brand new contract on September 1st, 2018, and it was reported to be a 3-year deal. Sami Zayn's contract does expire in the fall of 2021 yet. It is being reported that there's a very good chance that time gets added to Zayn's contract because he has missed time over the last couple of years due to injury. The Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, their contracts run through December of 2021. Also, we do know that Shelton Benjamin's contract should be up towards the end of 2021. Kalisto is the same as well. His contract reportedly runs through the end of 2021. Moving on to 2022, we know that Elias has signed a deal through the end of 2022. Edge's, I guess you could say, big money part-time deal was a 3-year deal that runs through the end of 2022. Moving on to 2023, we know that Kevin Owens, his contract is up in April of 2023 after signing a 5-year deal back in 2018. Current Universal Champion Braun Strowman is locked into the WWE through the summer of 2023. We also do know that Paige signed a new contract last year, and her contract runs till 2023. Not sure exactly when her contract expires. It is stated that it could be the latter half of the year. Going into 2024, Dana Brooks' contract does run till 2024. Again, kind of like with Paige, not sure exactly when that year her contract is up, as she did sign a 5-year extension in 2019. Randy Orton signed a multi-year deal with the WWE back in 2019. It is expected to be a 5-year deal that runs through the end of 2024. Jinder Mahal signed a new deal with WWE last year. His contract runs through the summer of 2024. It is reported that he signed that new deal right before going down with an injury last July. He was out for about 10 months, so don't be shocked if they add more time to his contract. Lana signed a long-term deal last year in November with the WWE, where her contract runs through November of 2024. All 3 members of the New Day, Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods, signed long-term deals last year with WWE. Their contracts all run through December of 2024. Mandy Rose's contract reportedly runs through the end of 2024. Moving on to 2025, Miz signed a very long-term deal with the company a few years back. His contract does not expire till sometime in 2025. Booker T, who God knows why he signed this deal, is locked in with the WWE until sometime in 2029. This new deal was signed in 2019. He signed a 10-year deal. And speaking of long-term deals with the WWE, The Undertaker, back in 2019, signed a 15-year deal to be locked in with the company through 2034. Yeah, you heard me right. 2034, WWE has The Undertaker locked down where he can't go work for any other company. I doubt he's going to be wrestling that long because he's going to be God knows how old, but they wanted to make sure that old Mark Calloway can't work for anybody else after last year he almost went and did StarCast. Now let's move on to the new kids on the block over the last year, All Elite Wrestling. It was recently reported that FTR, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler are actually working on a handshake deal with All Elite Wrestling and have not actually signed an actual contract. Tony Schiavone signed a multi-year deal with the company back in 2019, and his contract runs through sometime in 2021. Referee Bryce Remsburg signed a multi-year deal with AEW in 2019. His contract reportedly runs through August of 2021. Chris Jericho is locked in with AEW through January of 2022 after signing a 3-year deal with the company in 2019. Lance Archer just recently signed with AEW. He signed back in February. It's reported to be a multi-year deal. His contract runs through at least February 2022. Good old JR Jim Ross is locked in with AEW through spring of 2022. Again, he signed a 3-year deal with the company not long after Jericho did. Joey Janela is currently under a 3-year deal with AEW as his contract runs through May of 2022. Shanna is also under a 3-year deal with AEW. Her contract reportedly runs through November of 2022. Kenny Omega, who signed on with the company in roughly February of 2019, is said to be locked in till sometime in 2023. Now, as far as the Young Bucks go, this one's a little tricky. We assumed that they signed one of those 5-year deals like Cody did with their contracts running through 2024, but on an episode of BTE back in October of 2019, it was referenced that they're working under 4-year deals with AEW, so it's unclear at this moment if their contracts run through 2023 or 2024. Speaking of Cody signed a 5-year deal with AEW back in 2019, and he is locked in with the company through 2024. Also, somebody else that signed a 5-year deal with AEW is MJF. It's unclear exactly when in 2019 MJF signed his deal, but we do know that his contract expires sometime in 2024. Now, let's head across the world, basically, and check out New Japan Pro Wrestling. We do know that the ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi, his contract runs through the end of this year, 2020. Another contract that runs through the end of this year, 2020, is for Yuji Nagata. Rocky Romero signed a multi-year deal with New Japan back in 2019. His contract runs through at least 2020. Just like Rocky Romero, Chase Owens also signed a new multi-year deal in 2019 with New Japan. His contract runs through at least 2020. Again, we're saying at least because we know it's a multi-year deal, just don't know how many years it is. Kota Ibushi is locked in with New Japan Pro Wrestling till February of 2021. Juice Robinson last year signed a long-term deal with New Japan that has him locked in with the company till January of 2022. And finally, Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay signed a long-term deal with the company last year, and he is locked in till sometime in the first half of 2024. Now let's check out New Japan's American partners, Ring of Honor. We do know that as of right now, Jeff Cobb does not have a contract with ROH and is working on a show-to-show basis. Maria Manick and her contract does come up for expiration in October of this year, 2020. Ryu Lee, the former Dragon Lee, is signed with Ring of Honor through December of 2020. Kenny King is also signed up with the company through the end of this year, 2020. Announcer Ian Riccaboni is signed on with Ring of Honor till April of 2021. Dan Maff, who signed with the company last year, is locked in through November of 2021. Silas Young is signed on with Ring of Honor through 2021. And finally, Flip Gordon, who just recently signed a new deal with Ring of Honor last month, is signed on through at least May of 2022. We know that Flip signed a multi-year deal with the company. It is said that it could be a 2-year deal, but could be longer. Not exactly 100% sure on that one. So that's why we stated he's locked in until at least 2022. Now finally, let's check out Impact Wrestling. Sami Callihan, the former Impact World Champion, is locked in with the company through December of this year, 2020. Now going forward, Taya Valkyrie is signed on with Impact Wrestling through at least January 2021. There is some questions about Taya's contract. Many thought that it was actually coming up this year. She stated that there is at least another year on her contract, but didn't state if it's just 1 year or longer. Moose is signed on with the company till at least February 2021. Ethan Page and his contract does expire in February of 2021. Also, Rosemary is locked into the company also through February of 2021. Speaking of February of 2021, we know that Falaba, who signed a multi-year deal last year, is signed on through at least February of 2021. Jake and Dave Christ and their contracts do run through March of 2021. Willie Mack is locked in with the company through April of 2021. Rich Swann's contract runs through May of 2021. The current Knockouts champion Jordan Grace is locked in with Impact Wrestling till May of 2021. Rhino, who left WWE last year to go to Impact Wrestling, is signed on through July of 2021. Kiera Hogan and her contract also runs through at least July of 2021. One after the Impact Tag Team Champions, Josh Alexander, and his contract goes till February of 2022. Su Yung is locked into the company till at least May of 2022. She just recently signed a new multi-year deal with the company this past May. Ace Austin is signed on with Impact till April of 2022. Crazy Steve is signed on with the company through May of 2022 as he just returned last month to Impact and has signed a multi-year deal. And finally, AC Ramiro, who signed a multi-year deal last October with the company, is locked in through October of 2022. So with that, guys, that is all the contract information that we currently know of that is basically all confirmed right now going forward. If we do have any more information to add to this, we will have another video coming out in the next couple of months. But remember, we always have a running post on PWUnlimited.co that we try to update as much as possible, at least once a week, if not more. And there is a link to that in the description below if you want to keep up the latest on all the different contracts that we do know about from WWE, AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, and Impact Wrestling. But that's going to do it for this episode. Remember to comment below, like and share this video, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe right here on YouTube.